Hi guys. Okay. My video is spinning, but I think it's live. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hi. Happy Black Friday. I have the house to myself for a few minutes, so I wanted to jump on here and teach you guys something about eating what you want, why it's actually the way to get the results that you want, and to tell you about my new workshop, which has the greatest name ever. And I want to explain what it is. So, what I'm talking about right now is I'm talking to you if you in human design are a generator or a manifesting generator, and you can scroll up or look above to some of my previous posts from last week and say hi if you're jumping on, say hi if you know what your human design is, and let me know in the comments. If you guys have listened to me talk about this, you'll know I'm a manifesting generator, which is why I'm inspired to teach you the basic concepts about how this helps you to break all the rules when it comes to food, because it's basically showing you that you have your own blueprint and your own design with your relationship with food that no one else has. And that makes you unique, and it's sort of like a secret clue to how you get the most ease with your health and with your results in your body, because we want to have both. And we really have to put an end to all of these like rules and plans and like just doing what somebody over here said. Everything now, we have this information and we have the ability to make it individual. So when I was a personal trainer after college, I loved it because I would just take my one client that I was working with, and I did this with Pilates too, right? Even if I had a small group of like 3 or 4 or 5 people, I'm watching my client, I'm connecting to my client, I'm asking what their goals are, right? And I'm not, so like if I'm training a woman and she wants to lose weight and get lean, I'm not going to go take her, to do heavy squats or something like that, right? And it's the same thing. This is like personal training for you, and how you get to eat and how you get to nourish yourself and how you get to understand how your body uses food and movement as a tool for your best health, for your best way of living, for your best vibrancy and the way of being. Because food, you guys, is our first form of information that we can take in. It's coding us. It's every single thing that you eat. It's information to your cells, and you're just like programming and programming and programming day after day. And when we don't understand how we're wired to work, it's a science, and it's really, really awesome to know that there is a method and that there is a way that you were meant to eat that other people aren't. And so what this comes back to is, with your human design, I know that in this group you might not all know, so I'm gonna like say a few of these things at the beginning a few times until everybody like knows exactly at least how to find out. So you can go to mybodygraph.com, and all you need to know right now is your type. Okay, so are you a generator or are you a manifesting generator? I'm talking to you guys, and then we'll get to the other types as well. So this means that on all the screen that you see, there's different shapes that you'll see over the body. And the second from the bottom is your sacral. And if it's dark, if it's colored in, it doesn't matter what color it shows up as, that's going to be colored in. And that's what I'm talking to you in this video about, okay? So a defined sacral, if you're a generator or a manifesting generator, you have this. You have a defined sacral. So I think I called this live stream "Why You Must Eat What You Love to Get the Results That You Want." And it's sort of backwards, right? Because most of the time when you think about health and you think about changing your body or losing weight, right, you think about, oh, I have to go do this thing that's going to be hard, or I have to give up stuff, or I have to sacrifice, or I have to struggle to get the outcome that I want. And that's a lot of conditioning, because that's not how it's supposed to be. And that's not to say that you won't have to change, because if you don't have what you want right now, you can't keep doing the things that you're doing, or you can't keep doing them the way that you're doing them, or you can't keep thinking about them the way that you're doing them. Um, Otherwise, it makes no sense, right? So something has to shift. And the problem is that so often we're told that it has to be hard and it has to be difficult. And that's not true. It just has to be right. And right for you isn't going to be right for every other person. And that's what we really have to come back to. So I used to say, there is no one diet for everyone, and that's the truth. But now there's all these deeper layers to it, because in a way there is, because eating plant-based is the way for humans that want true optimal health, because we have this human vessel, and it's our job to take in nourishment and also to eliminate, so that we can be a free flowing continual like in and output, and have clarity and cleanliness inside, so we can have health. So we all need to be focusing on the foods that are real, the foods that actually are alive, that are going to code our cells, that are going to code us to have that health. But within that umbrella of eat plant-based, because that's so wide and that's so broad and it means so many different things, there are clues to what you get to do to make it work for you. And these are nuances, and these are ahas that you'll be like, oh, that's why I like doing this. So one thing about generators and manifesting generators is that we have this defined sacral, and it's our battery. It's our Energizer Bunny aspect to us. And we were given by God this extra, not extra, we were given this built-in battery so that we could show up and do a lot of things in our life. And that doesn't mean that other types aren't doing that as well. They just do it in a different way than us. But we are the ones that are physically acting a little bit more. We don't require as much rest. We don't require as much replenishment. We do require it. Everybody does. But the way that we are built and the way that we are wired is that when we follow that defined sacral, you can call it your gut, when you follow that gut, eat and bring that down into your relationship with food and movement and anything related to actions and things you choose to do for your body and for your health, when you follow that, and what I mean by follow that is you follow the things that make you lean forward. You follow the things that are like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, I want to eat that. I want to try that workout. I want to like train for a race. I want to try juicing. I want to do boxing or something like that. You have to like entertain the concept. You have to look at the thing and understand that when it is exciting to you, notice my body right for a second. So if I always do this example, and I told it to my sister when I was trying to explain it to her, 'cause she's a generator, she's a pure generator, my sister Kelly, and I don't know what Leslie is because she hasn't told me her minute of birth, but I'm the manifesting generator. So we both have generator cores. So whenever you want to like make a decision on something, or is this something that is I'm pulled toward or not, just ask yourself like really obvious questions about things that you like and you don't, so you can practice feeling what it feels like in your body. So if I like ask myself, you can have someone else ask you, but if no one's around, then ask yourself, like even write it on a piece of paper and then read it and just notice, do you feel like yes or no? So yes or no question. So the silly ones that I like to do just to like get the feeling going is, do I want to live in Alaska? And my body would be like, what? No, like dark, cold, yuck. Do I want to eat liver? No. And you could use any example, like think of something like that you already know that you don't like, and then think of something you do like. So like today it's a beautiful sunny day. Do you love being in the sun? Yes. Do you want to go on a walk in the sun? Yes. And when it comes to your choices about how to eat and what to eat, what we have to understand is that when we look at something that we want to eat, and the body is telling us, yes, the body is telling us, oh my gosh, yum, or that sounds so good. I want that. I want to try that. Or it could be, you can bring it down to like one food, like what do you want to eat for lunch? And you bring that into reality by asking yourself, not what do I want to eat for lunch, body, because it's open ended and your gut doesn't work that way. But you say, do I want to eat leftover turkey? Yes or no. Like when I said that, my body went like this. Like I can feel it. Do I want to have a green smoothie? You can do it like that. Just pick what you have in your fridge or what you have in your kitchen. And you can also use it in terms of like a part of a lifestyle change, for example. Like, do I like juicing that I said before? Do I want to try juicing every morning or juicing for a day and see what your body says to that? And these are things that you don't just have to go look out and find, but they should be like around you that you're noticing, and then you choose into them, yes or no. But here's why this matters. So we don't know everything that's happening within the body, thank God. The body is this amazing chemical factory, and it's working all the time to do what it has to do, and it has this order of priority, and it has this thing of what needs to be done and what needs to be done first to keep you safe, right? It's always protecting us first and keeping us alive, okay? So if you want to change your physical appearance inside and out, your health inside, your body outside, then you have to know that your job first is to feed the body in terms of chemicals, like chemicals from food. Like I saw a post on Instagram about it was a screenshot of like it looks like a nutrition label, and the girl said like, would you eat this? And it was like all this jargon and words and stuff, and everybody wrote no, but then she was like, well, it's a banana, because like even fruits and vegetables are full of like compounds, right? And those things are made up to feed into our body, which is a chemical factory. So we've got to give it the right stuff. So what I'm trying to get at is the only way for us to really know what this factory your body is asking you for is by how you feel. Okay, because we can't see inside. We can't see our levels of this and that in the blood. We can't say like, oh, I need more B12 right now, or I need a little bit more of anthocyanin, or like this amino acid or that. You know, we don't know that. We don't need to know that. We weren't built that way, because that would be like, that would take over our whole life. So we're clued in on what to do and what to eat by how we feel. And if you're a generator, a manifesting generator, that's your gut. And so that your body doesn't live in the world and function under all these rules like, well, you shouldn't drink coffee, or you shouldn't eat before 11 a.m., or, you know, having bread is bad. Like the body doesn't have any of those rules or concepts. Those are man-made, okay? So the only way we really can correctly feed into our body the ingredients, the chemicals, the good chemicals that it wants, is by listening to the sacral. And the sacral, like I said, it's not going to always make sense in terms of like, well, what you think, because what you think has been conditioned. And so we have to break away from the conditioning and understand that your job, yes, of course, is to understand that there are a lot of crazy, stupid diets, like freaking dumb, like eat Melba toast and like no hardly any calories. That's dumb, okay? But if you're just talking about generally, the rule, if we have to have one, is whole foods, plant-based, mostly plants, okay? 80-20 or whatever, mostly plants, because they're real and you are real too, and they have the information and they have the nutrients. Then you have to let go and you have to trust your body, which is the hardest thing to do because our mind wants to be in charge. But we have to remember that our mind doesn't know the answers and our body does know the answers. So you check in with your body, and if the body says, I really want to have avocado toast, then there's some reason for that, and you don't know what it is. So this is a good example. Let's say you go into your kitchen for lunch today and you say, like, do you want to, you kind of just feel pulled towards having avocado toast. And then your mind jumps in and is like, no, that's carbs. Like, why would you have that? You need to eat protein and vegetables, eat turkey and salad or something like that. Okay. So that you check in with yourself. Okay, what did my body say? What did my body say? And what was my head? And what was my mind trying to rationalize what I should eat? So the shoulds are the bad guys. I should do this. I shouldn't do that. Now, of course, if you think your gut is telling you eat a donut, eat cake, eat chocolate, like, and never entertaining the idea of healthy foods. But what I'm talking about is if it's whole foods, if it's real, if it's made of real ingredients, that's enough, okay? Then you trust your body when you give it the choice. Do you want this? Uh-huh. Or uh-uh. Do you want this? Yes or no? Do you want this? Do you go like, oh yeah? Or do you go like, ugh, no? That's your answer, okay? So your job is to give it all the choices of real whole foods and then let your gut decide, because it will lead you to the correct outcomes. So this is a good way that you guys can look at this. So because I really understand food and I really understand my body and I really trust both food and my body, I have this belief that when I eat something, one, I can't mess it up. I was going to say the F word. Maybe I should, because I do swear a lot. You can't fuck it up, okay? You can't mess it up. You're not going to mess up your health with this choice. So when I choose something, I'm right. I trust myself. I'm right. And this is a process of getting there, but these are clues. The way that you're designed, your human design, these are clues. So when you're defined sacral, a generator, you have to know that your is the clue. It's the clue. And the body is like, yes, because there's something in that recipe. There's something in that little blend of the foods that you want to eat, whether it's a salad, whether it's the bread with the avocado, whether it's soup, there's something in it and you don't know what it is, and you're not going to know. You're not going to know, you guys, so you can't judge everything. You don't know if it's something from a whole grain that's in your sprouted gluten-free bread that your body really needs to click into the next thing that it needs to do to get you to where you want to go, because your body knows. Your body already knows how health looks best for you, in you, with you, on you. It already knows. And so you don't have to worry that your body's going to like take you to this like overweight shape where you actually don't feel that great. No, it knows exactly what you want. What you want is known by your higher self, by your soul. So you understand and you can buy into that concept and you believe it. Okay, what I want is done. Like, what everybody's on the same page, my body, my higher self, me, I'm here. Like, God knows, everybody knows where I want, what I want to feel like, how I feel my best. So now my job is to be here with my body and to tune in to my higher self, to tune into the energy, not my mind, and listen to my body, because your body is the one that speaks to you. So the only way that God, source, your higher self can tell you what to eat is by your gut. Isn't that amazing to know? Like, you don't have to go follow keto. You don't have to go paleo. You don't have to go vegan. You don't have to eat meat once a week or 2 times on Tuesdays but not Thursdays. None of those things. So all those diets out there, you have to get this. They worked for that person. And that person is teaching you that because they're so happy that it worked for them. So now what I want you to see is that you take the core concepts of health, of food, of plants, of energy and your human design, and then you will find your exact answer. You'll find your exact code, you'll find your exact blueprint, and then you will be free. No one else can tell you this. You're built a different way than everyone else. So the body is trying to tell you, I need this B vitamin. I need some B vitamins. Okay, how can I get Jody to eat B vitamins? Well, I can have her feel called or inclined or crave to eat something high in whole grains, like gluten-free healthy whole grains, such as avocado toast. So do you see what's happening? It's not, but if I let my mind jump in and be like, bread is bad. Oh no, you can't eat that. And then I decided just to eat like a broth-based soup because I thought it was better and I should. My body wouldn't get what it needed to take me to the next step. And so that's how it works, which is just so amazing. I just think this is like the best thing ever. So eating what you love is basically eating your response, your forward feeling, your I want that, I want that, I want that. And so for some people, and because most of the population is a generator or a manifesting generator, I think it's 70%. So most of you people out there, you guys are going to have this definition. And you have to get that the rules that so much of the world has put on us with the diet industry doesn't understand this at all. And so if you're like reading something on your phone today after Thanksgiving and you're like, okay, I ate too much, I should do this. Should is the word you need to take away, or get an alarm bell to ring to be like, should, because why? Because I read this, because they said that. One other tip I'll give you in this video about being a generator or a manifesting generator is that you're not fragile. You're really hardy. Like your body is strong. And so like trying different things, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to, like, if you decide to, I don't know, juice for a few days, or if you decide to like do any kind of diet out there, it's or on the other hand, like you really like coffee, there's a reason, because sometimes it's not even just what's in the coffee or what's in the toast or what's in the soup. It's the joy that it brings you. Because I can tell you this for sure. If you eat 100% organic, mostly plant-based, and you're not happy, your body still can't be what you want, because its natural state is this high frequency. Health is on a high frequency, and that frequency is a higher, happier feeling. So one way that we access this health, it's with joy, and we can bring that into our relationship with food. And so we can't deny that and only look at food as protein, carbs, fat, B vitamins, this, that, fortified, whatever. You have to look at the joy factor, okay? And so like while intuitive eating is kind of like going all into the feelings, and then we've got the other side, which is like pure science, which is like eat this exact way because, excuse me, the chemicals in this and this and this make your gut do this, and the liver and da 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 da. We bring it back into the middle where we don't deny either. Like we're not going to be dumb and say like real food doesn't matter, because it absolutely 1000% does, and it always will. And then we also can't deny that how we feel is a very, very powerful clue and important. So you put them together when you find your clues in your human design blueprint. And so when you love what you eat, and when you have that defined sacral, this is your freedom. This is your permission, because when you listen to this video, right, all I'm saying is the gut that says, yes, I want to eat that. That's something you want. It's something you love. And love is the highest frequency. So imagine if you just had this gentle umbrella of eat real whole foods. And within that, you let yourself have the things you wanted. You didn't make it so complicated. Your body would be free, and you would let all these rules just fall away, and you would get to choose, and you would learn to trust your body instead of your mind, okay? So there's lots more to this, and I'm going to be breaking everything down in my workshop. So the workshop is Tuesday, December 1st. You have to be a generator or a manifesting generator to come to this workshop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through how you work, how your body works. What does it mean to have this defined sacral? What does it mean to know how to use this energy exchange with food to your most optimal benefit so that you get the most out of your food and your body has alignment, which means it's free. So, I wanted to tell you guys this. Okay, when you make it hard and you have to follow rules, like let's say you really want to lose 10 pounds, but you think you have to do like keto. Let's just pick on keto because we always pick on keto. Um, so there's already a rub. There's resistance there because you don't want it. You have to like do this thing you don't want to do to get what you want. But that's not how it's supposed to be, okay? So when you like make yourself do something that you don't want to do, think about how that feels in your body. So like think about like the worst diet you could ever imagine. And then I said, okay, that's what you have to do to get the body you want. Your body would be like, what happens when you have stress in your body and you force things is you constrict. And it's not just like, oh, my energy constricts. Like I get what you're saying, Jody, like, oh, I don't want to. But that's happening inside, in your blood. Your blood vessels, your heart, things are tightening and constricting. That's not an open channel. That's not an open vessel. That's not when everything flows. And all we're doing with food is trying to get everything to flow and be easy, to be easily accepted, to be easily utilized, to be easily processed, to be easily eliminated. That doesn't happen when you're like, no, 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 hard, 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 yuck. So we have to find the path that is a yes, but it's also logical enough so that you understand that we're not saying like just let your gut say go eat all the junk food because it feels good. That's not what we're saying. We're following nutrition and science too, but your body is a big way that you know which way to go. Okay, so you get to follow your gut, you get to eat what you love, you get to give yourself permission to have fun with food because if you're a generator or a mani-gen, you're supposed to be so happy and the things that you do give you back energy. And so when you choose the foods that you want to eat, they're giving so much more back to you than you could even imagine. Okay, so I'm going to break all of this down in the workshop on Tuesday. It's $55. What's going to happen is it will be a couple hours long just to make sure that I get through everything. So I'll go through generators, I'll go through manifesting generators because there's differences. I'll do live Q&A. So you have any questions then, and then we'll have 2 weeks together in a Facebook group. So if you think of other questions, I'll put a thread and you can ask me again, and then I'll either answer them on the thread or I'll do another live video, and you'll get a practice eating like a G. So eat like a G. You guys, have you heard that song? Like eat like, or it's something like a G. I was going to put like a little insert spiritual because only spiritual people would be like into this stuff anyways. So eat like a spiritual G generator and be free with food. So it's $55 for the workshop it's probably going to be 2-hour workshop, and then 2 weeks with me in a Facebook group to get your questions answered and to practice eating like you were designed to eat. And that's it. You won't need a diet. You won't need anyone else to tell you what to do from here. It's just whether you do it or not, right? So you can sign up for the workshop, and if you want to, I have a special upgrade too. So the upgrade is if you want to take the workshop information, how you eat like a manifesting generator, how you eat like a generator, and then work with me to define your specific diet. In terms of diet, I mean like how you eat, how you move, so to set a goal for 30 days. Then you can sign up to do one-to-one with me for 30 days to apply the human design eating aspects. And you'll have a call with me, and then you'll have Voxer support with me to implement it and to go back and forth on what it looks like to set a 30-day goal and hit it by basically breaking free from all these other rules. Okay, so that's $9.99. The workshop is $55. Let me know if you have questions. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and happy shopping. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.